Traditionally, metastatic breast cancer has been thought of as a terminal diagnosis. With how medicine has progressed, along with being able to engage in a community like cancer retreat centers with survivors who are further along in their survivorship than I am, it's kind of shifted the approach to more of a chronic disease than a terminal disease. And that really shifts your mindset about everything. I am a mom of a 11 and 13-year-old. I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer at the age of 30 when I had a 1 and a 3-year-old. I didn't have any family history at the time. I went through chemotherapy and surgery, and then at that time was cancer-free for about 6 years, and then was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer. And so when you have metastatic breast cancer, it means that the cancer has returned to a site outside of its original site. And right now where medicine is, once you have metastatic cancer, you are in treatment for the remainder of your life. And so I have been in treatment for metastatic breast cancer for about 3.5 years. I've had a lot of success at this point with my treatment. I have no active tumor sites, but I continue on monthly maintenance chemos in order to keep it that way. Part of it is modern medicine and how much further that has really come in the last few years with even types of treatments. But part of it is really being able to engage with community. For example, Kristen also has metastatic breast cancer, and she is coming up on 10 years while I'm at 3.5 years. And so for me to be able to see someone who's not just surviving but thriving with this disease really is like a living embodiment of hope. And I try to provide the same thing for women, and particularly moms with younger kids who are diagnosed, to show that, I'm still here and I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving. It changes the rhythm of life a little bit, but there's a lot of life to be lived, both after cancer diagnosis and while seeking cancer treatment. So when we have lunch bunch each week together, it really is patients, mostly women who have metastatic breast cancer, coming together. And sometimes we don't even talk about cancer, right? Sometimes we just talk about life, but we all are approaching it through the same lens. And it's just really helpful to have people who get it, right? You don't have to say anything, they just get it. And it's similar for my kids, to see other kids whose parents are navigating the space of living with cancer. A lot of their peers don't have that same shared experience, but when they come to Blanton House, they can connect with other kids who do have that shared experience. So even if they're not talking about cancer or their parents' cancer, it's people that understand that, hey, sometimes plans change last minute because mom doesn't feel good. Mom's always the person at school with the weird hair, right? Because it's growing or falling out or whatever else from treatment. But it's just people who get it, people who have the same lived experience, to know the kids to know that they're not alone in that, right? They have a community that they can lean into as well. To me, Blanton House is all about community. It's all about people. It's all about laughter and shared experiences, talking about the tough times and pulling each other through the tough times in community, but also celebrating all of the rest of the times that aren't tough, right? We have to celebrate the big things and the little things, and we do that here at Blanton House, but we do it through community. And because community is the heart of Blanton House, it goes so much further beyond just the walls of this house. Having people who can connect with the same lived experience is a difference maker.